Right. So today we would like to look into religion and women empowerment. How religion, that's our topic for today. So like I said, and according to our syllabus, we have four dominant religions in this country. We have Christianity, we have Judaism, we have indigenous religion, we have Islam. So we want to see how they emancipate women, how they empower women. So almost all religions have empowered women at one point or the other. And women empowerment campaigns have been witnessed in Zimbabwe and the world at large, like religion helping women to be empowered. That's why you find out that if you'd go, for example, if you take Christianity into consideration, of course, in a church, we have the youths, we have the men, we have the women, So the churches sometimes organize some programs for women. Yes. Pane panombodzi china chemadzimai kuna na Methodist nekuna na Anglican. Haisi nyaya yekungodzidziswa kugara nevakadzi chete nekugara nevarume chete. No. Panenge pachitodzi china chemadzimai futi pane ma-aspects ane chekuita ne-women empowerment that I talked about. Kutoti munhu wemukadzi uri mumba haufaniri kumirira kuti baba wakazouya ndo pandichatenga madomasi kana muriwo. Because on that side there is also there are some values that they taught that they teach women so that they can also avoid so that they can also avoid domestic violence issues. Because domestic violence no gonotanga nenyaya yemadomasi yaje. Kutoti mba munoma muna madomasi. Irobha rawo yo rakadhakwa roti handina mari yacho saka ngodo nditesi. Exactly. Haugomukumbira vanhu vanhu vatotanga kutorowana. So the religion is meant to proffer what we call conflict resolution, avoiding fights in home situations, avoiding fights in domestic situations. So women are also supposed to be empowered. To an extent, you have your things sorted. You have muriwo wako uripo kudhara, upfu wako uripo. Unetuntu wauri kuita. Chokuti mba munotogona kutoona kuti mind ngwatotenga TV nechi. Yes. So a religion also comes through and help women accordingly. So women empowerment is a process in which women elaborate and recreate what they can be, do and accomplish in various religions. So it also means to provide women participation in all areas and sectors and to build stronger economies and improve quality of life and bring gender equality with equal amount of opportunities. And empowerment involves helping women to take care of their own decisions by breaking all their personal rules that the society and the family has created for them, as well as making them independent in all aspects, thought, mind, decision making, wealth, and to bring, like when we say a woman has good decision making, you don't need a husband to make your own decisions. That's part and parcel of women empowerment. Yes. Ukatoneyo chimirira kufungirwa nemurume une problem. I think you are getting the point that is being made here. So women must have those sound mind. They must be excellent decision makers, and women empowerment is also granting women the freedom to make life choices. Yes. There are many types of women empowerment. That includes, number one, we can empower women, or women can be empowered, or women can empower themselves by knowing their rights or individual rights. Like in religions such as Judaism, Islam, and Christianity, a woman should be able to express these rights freely, to have self-confidence and power to negotiate and decide. And there's also social women empowerment, like this is the promotion of gender equality, and this has been seen in the education sector and various social programs where women issues have been advanced. And again, when you talk of educational empowerment, women must be educated. We also have women's university. It is not meant to disaggregate women, no, or to put them at a pedestal, no. It is meant to empower them, empowering them. Why? Because the society has always said their duty is in the home. So women has to go outside the world and empower themselves. So there must be economic and occupational empowerment. It means reducing women's financial dependence on male counterparts, be it father, brother, or husband. So in Zimbabwe, We also have the small and medium enterprise ministry. It was created just for that, so that it can also empower women. Kuti mukadzi ane kashopu kake, mukadzi ane kachi tombonzwa kuti kase iri kuonwa nemukadzi, bhawa iri kuonwa nemukadzi. Yes, that's part of the small and medium enterprises. There's also the Women's Bank, which has also been established to help empower women. And another example is the churches in Zimbabwe, like Zayoja, even AF, most churches, in fact, because women are now hustling. They are there to encourage women to be entrepreneurs as a way of poverty alleviation. Right. So we would like to touch on each and every religion and see how it empowers women. So many religions have worked hard in trying to empower women, and this has been witnessed across the board as women are seen as having leadership roles in different religions, and many religions are empowering women in different ways. Number one, let us start with Chiwanu Chedu, indigenous religion. Historically, women were given low status in society, globalization and changing of times have positively improved the status of women. So indigenous religion is now supporting the rights of women, and even women candidates are now seen partaking in national elections. Ndakatombononga kwa kuna sabhuku yechikadzi iri pana kwandakamboona so handichanzoziva. Yes. So some of them are even traditional healers. Yes, and they usually say profita wechikadzi kana kuti in fact women are so excellent in what they do because they personally want to prove a point. Yes. Yes. That's why you find out that if you want a job to be done, yes, you can. I have seen many organizations, they've put women up front because they know the load, the pressure. So most of them, they have a point to prove, like they want to prove that I'm a woman and I can do it better than a man. Yes. So some women are now inheriting their father's property after his death because it's the coming through of the new laws, mixing and mingling, acculturation, the indigenous religious culture mixing with maybe the Western culture. We are seeing women being empowered. They are owning farms and businesses, and the chiefs are now seen protecting the rights of women and restoring their dignity. And the chiefs are seen punishing men who take advantage of women by punishing them and even reporting them to law enforcing agents in cases where the rights of women have been violated. And these leaders are also seen working tirelessly for the protection of the girl child. They encourage education of women and protection of girls. And at most gathering chiefs are seen and heard encouraging people to send children to school. Yes, because you find out that there are some indigenous cultures nezvimwe zvine chekuita nereligion zvokuti mwana vasikana vakunzi vaende kuchikoro vakuroorwa mwana aine 13 years nechi tiri kuona machiefs achipindira vanhu vachiendeswa kumajeri. So they are also against the payment of avenging spirits using women and children because kushandisa musikana kuti aite mukadzi wengozi vari kuzviramba izvozvo. So they encourage the payment to be done in form of cattle or cash, not girls, as they too support women empowerment. So all this shows the major strides that indigenous religion have shown and had done in the emancipation and empowerment of women. So let us look at Judaism. Women can now worship together with men under Judaism, and in traditional Jewish religion, men did not worship together with women, but there has been changes as men and women can now hold mixed prayers. And for example, the Israeli government now allows mixed prayers in the Western Wall that was only used by males, and in this contemporary society, women are now being included, and women are also now found serving in religious councils, and this was unheard of. Binai Jeshurun became the first woman to sit in a Jewish synagogue board. All this points to women empowerment, and some women even became rabbis. The rabbi job, the teaching job under the Jewish religion was only meant for men, but after some 1 or 2 emancipations, that was around in 1972, we have now seen hundreds of women becoming rabbis, and this shows that the Jewish religion enhancing women empowerment. And there's also a number of Jewish women in parliament. A total of 30 were sworn into the Israeli parliament, and this is a great achievement for the Jewish religion, and that is enhancing the empowerment of women. And it is now from the kitchen to the boardroom for Jewish women, because from time immemorial they were only confined to the kitchen, but now we are seeing women in high places, and many women are now doing careers that were dominated by men. And women are now in aviation, like women can now be pilots. Yes, that's the aviation industry. We have Smarta Schechter and Merav Schwartz became the first Jewish female pilots. That's the empowerment that I'm referring to. Then we have Christianity. Christianity is working greatly to enhance the empowerment of women. A lot has been said and done in this regard. We have seen women occupying the leadership positions. For example, Apostle Guti, the wife of the late, under the Zimbabwe Assemblies of God, Zayoja, she is a leader in the church. She can preach. Some of them are now pastors. And you know, these were male-dominated positions, and this shows that Christianity has enhanced the status of women. And most churches conduct business workshops, and I've seen that. And and church conferences which seek to empower women. And pambacho pachitoparidzwa chaipo chaipo vafundisi vanototi vachitoparidza from the Bible vanototanga kutoencourage vanhu kuti shandai nesimba itai kudai business unomarketa so. Yes, that's what churches are also doing. And we have seen most women starting successful business. And they've even empowered the churches. Unotonzwa kuti kuna sister ningi ndo vatitengera mabhegi matatu esimende tikakuextenda church yedu. Kuna sister ningi ndo vazotitira kuti isiwe chibhorani pachurch. You know, we've seen women doing that. And many scholarships have been availed for women. And Christianity has made available education for women and girls. And this has also been supported by the establishment of girls' schools. Right? It was meant to empower women. Yes. Having a school for girls only. So this enhances women empowerment. These schools include the Bonda, the Dominican Covenant, you know. So we have heard preachers and prophets and prophetesses. And many women now hold the prophetic office, some and they've become prophetesses. And this all points to the point that there is women empowerment in what? In Christianity. Right. Then there is Islam. Women are now being empowered even in Islam again. This has been done through a number of notable ways. Number one, Islamic women who do voluntary work are being acknowledged. When you say they do voluntary work, they volunteer. Clean up campaign and in the past these women were not seen as important people in the community, but nowadays they volunteer. And it empowers others, and it encourages even the younger children. And these women who do voluntary work also strive to enlighten their fellow women, and this has been for the betterment of the lives of Muslim women. And just like in Judaism again, we have seen women penetrating in the male-dominated fields, like in the aviation industry. And all this proves the steps that have been done by Islam to enhance women empowerment. And the Islamic religion has offered so many women and girls scholarship, and these have greatly helped in the economic empowerment of women. So there are many Islamic schools that support the education of girl children. For example, Chinyika Primary School in Chita, there is Gutu in Masvingo. Girls are given free education, and we have seen them traveling all over the world, and some have benefited. And this has benefited the Muslim families and the music communities. And we also have the Muslim Women Debate Club, like women also debate. And because debating is not about showing good in when we are debating, there is what we call cross-pollination of ideas. So when we debate it at we exchange, at the end of the day we will have a wider and knowledgeable society. No, debates are also part and parcel of learning, especially teaching arts. Yes, not a lawyer chipisa na utongo chabata na huru. This basi. Yeah. Vatobuda panzoro tona vautenda vese kudoro, vautenda vese kuma drinks. So vanhu vakafunda unofunga unoziva kuti no, it's academic. In brother yangu yaona tinotomboitisana naro. But azvirevo kuti takawengana no. Yes. You can argue. Yes. It's healthy in the academic circles to have different views. Yes. I can validate your opinion. I can. So, indotombona vanhu pavanoita nharo sometimes vanongoda kuprova kuti aindezia. Even munhu asina kudzidzawo chiyo munhu unofanira kuargiwa uchinzwawo pfungwa dzemunhu. Yes. So, the Islamic religion also addresses the issues of domestic violence and family abuse. The teachings of the Prophet Muhammad were also against abuse of women, and this can even be seen where the Prophet said that in the case of polygamy, the men were supposed to have only a maximum of 4 wives because aitanza panofanira paine limit 4 havafanira kuzoita 7. So the men were supposed to take these wives only if you could afford to look after the what, after the wives, because chimwe chinhu chinototi paitike maconflicts even in families inhamo chaichai. Ndaimboona pataimbogara kwamutaro kuti tairoverana nyaya yemunya chaicho sadza makuseni. Kumwe vanhu vari kumukira maotsi nemaconflicts nemabacon nechi, munhu ari kuti musoro wangu wefishi wakaenda kupunganira makuseni. That's poverty. So nhamo yototi munetsana netunhu tusina nebasa rese. Pane nyaya yabvakubuda mumwe amene mufananidzi akaba hupfu here nechakarohwa nababa vacho kusvikira wafa. Imagine kuti yo uri mubereki uri kurovera mwana nyaya yenyama kusvika afa. There's something handisi kuramba hangu kuti mwana anofanira kunge aine mwana anofanira kunge aine discipline. Mwana haafaniri kuba kana 10 cents chaicho. But ukazoona kuzodisciplina munhu zvekuti unga uchamutsemura kutouraya. In fact akatouraya mudhara kuti mwana akabashuga nechichi amene kuti magrosari nechowakaba mufana yeye amene aida kuendesa anenge angatumwa kuti aendese samwe zvinizvo. Manzura ndakaiteerera audio yacho but ndinongotaurawo handinonyatsonzwa the most accurate info but vandikutaura ndo zvandakabata. He was supposed to send the grocery somewhere. So he misappropriated ameno zvaakaita grocery racho takaita save then bvaakinditswa namudhara wacho kusvikira afa. So you find out the motivation of that is poverty. Yes, because inini kana ndine umari nechi andingabva ndapondera mwana kudaro. Mwana anofanira kutsiurwa kuti even tiine mari anofanira kunga discipline. But ukona munhu akuzoponda munhu kusvika pakumuraya munhu nenyaya yehupfu. So Muhammad aiti irora wakadzi wako 5 acho right, but you must have the what, the means. Because pabarika pagara pane ma-issues aripo. So munogona kutozomawesena ikaita nhamo straight.
First wife, I think I'm find a new wife.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it for this one. We are done. Right.